That's what happens when you get a tune and don't change the spark plugs. Oh God, this one's pretty bad. Yeah, that's a lot of carbon buildup right there. Hey, what's up guys, Christian here. Welcome back to another episode where I take my stock BMW 335i and I transform it into a supercar killer. If you guys missed any of the previous episodes, I'll make sure and link it down in the description below. That way you guys can catch up. In the previous episode, I replaced a tiny stock intercooler for a massive 7.5 stepped race intercooler from VRSF. And man, did it look so good. And that's pretty much gonna be the plan for today. We're gonna head over to Eurocharge Orlando. We're gonna install the upgraded plugs, the coils. Hopefully, if we have time, we'll do the Walnut blast. And then sometime this week or next week, we'll do a dyno and get you guys the real numbers. Also, I'm sure you guys already noticed this is my usual setup here when I do list videos. I typically do the intros for the BMW series outside, but it's pretty loud out there. It's long day. Plus, I got Layla here with me. Say hi to them, Layla. Yeah, she doesn't care. All right, let's not waste any more time and let's get going. I know it's pretty loud out here, but I want you guys to hear this cold start. That cold start sounds loud. And you know what's the best part? It's gonna get even louder. I was referred to a guy that does custom exhaust work, and let's just say, it's gonna sound really, really good. Just stay tuned for that. It's coming soon. It's only right that I stop and get some Chick-fil-A before I go over to the shop.
Hi, welcome to Chick-fil-A. How may I serve you today?
Hi, could I get a number 1 with lemonade light ice?
A Chick-fil-A biscuit meal with a lemonade light ice?
Yes, please. So I just left Chick-fil-A and I find it very weird how nice the employees are. Like I've been going there for years and I've never had a bad experience. And it's just borderline creepy in a way. Have you guys ever seen that movie Get Out? Where, you know, the people are just brainwashed and they're always happy? That's what Chick-fil-A reminds me of. Oh look, we're here. So these are the spark plugs we're gonna be replacing. These are the NGK 2-step colder spark plugs. And then when it comes to the coils, I decided to go with Delphi. You can go with the OEM ones, but I heard some really good reviews about these being able to outlast the OEM ones when you got a tune. Let's open the package real quick. So these are what the Delphi ones look like. You know, they look a little different from the OEM ones. Let me show you. So if you look at the OEM ones, they have like this rubbery kind of plastic feel to them. And then the Delphi ones, they have this metal housing right here. So it should be a lot more durable. Should be able to last you much longer. Yeah, these guys ain't playing. They're getting straight to work. Orhan.
How you doing?
What's up, man?
Chilling, man.
Switched over to the BMW side yet?
No.
Okay.
I'm doing 65.
Dude, I blinked and you already have all of them out. That was quick. I remember changing my plugs. I didn't do it that quick. I had the plugs in for less than 30,000 miles and they're already burnt because of the tune, I think. They're pretty burnt up, huh? That's what happens when you get a tune and don't change the spark plugs. Oh God, this one's pretty bad. These spark plugs are not even 2 years old. I wonder what the coils look like. Oh no, these coils look good compared to the ones that I changed before. All right, so a lot of you guys always complain about the headlights being yellow and stuff like that. Almost every single video I got that comment. I told you guys I'm getting custom headlights, but you guys are getting really impatient. So we're gonna take this compound, microfiber towel, we're gonna clear these headlights up and see if it works out pretty well. Now look at that, guys. 5 minutes later, I'll show them the other headlight. Boom, before and after. All right, so now that the headlight looks good, I don't wanna see any more comments talking about it. It looks much cleaner now, you see? There you go. I don't know why, but this looks super scientific. It's gotta be. So you're trying to get it as close as you can, so then you can reopen it up?
Yeah. Wow.
All right, Angel, what are you showing me here?
This is where we're gapping them to 0.020.
Okay, so the new ones were gapping to 0.20.
Stock ones.
And then the stock ones come pre-gapped to
0.030.
0.030. Gotcha. So these two were gapped at 0.02, guys. So you're talking them to what? 23?
Yeah, 23.
Gotcha. And that's very important, guys. A lot of you guys might kind of miss out on that. I know I've done it before where you don't
torque it the correct and maybe hand tight it. So of course, when you have a machine like this one right here, it makes things much easier. It's like brainless in a way.
Now that the plugs were installed, Angel started putting everything back together. Alright guys, so the spark plugs and the coils have been installed, and I'm going to tell you this, she sounds so much smoother, and I'm sure she runs a lot smoother as well. Definitely the spark plugs and the coils were bad, so this should make a huge difference when we eventually put it on the dyno. So it's very essential, guys, if you guys are planning to tune your car to upgrade the spark plugs. You can keep the same coils for the car, but I decided to go with the Delphi ones because they reportedly last longer and they have a better construction build as well. As far as the spark plugs, you can go for step 1 cold, which goes up to 420 wheel horsepower, and if you're planning to go more than that, you can go for step 2 cold spark plugs, which is what I did because I'm going to put more power on the car eventually. If you guys are interested in getting those parts, I'll link everything down in the description below. I'll also link any other parts that I've talked about from the other episodes, including the bolt-ons. Check this out, guys. You guys know this cover for the headlight washer? Well, the driver's side, the other day I parked my car when I was going home, came back the next day, and it was gone. Looks like somebody took it. The reason I know somebody took it is because I was driving out of my neighborhood and there was another BMW 335i that parks in the front, and they were missing theirs as well from the driver's side, so we got a new one. If you guys watched episode 1 of the series, you guys would know that I have to change the plastic molding that goes here for the convertible top, but not just the molding, I have to change the metal part in here as well, because the clips are pretty bad and so is the spring. You see how it's sticking out? Yeah, this side is equally as bad as well. You can tell, look at the spring just rubbing up against the paint, and this one as well. And here are the replacement parts for what I was just talking about. You got the plastic molding, the big one from both sides and the smaller one as well, and then we have the metal piece that holds the moldings right here. All of this, if you were to buy them directly through BMW, was like $950. I went through a different website and got them OEM for only $550, which is still a lot of money for these parts, but hey, it's BMW, you gotta pay to play. Also, remember I told you guys about this rubber trim that goes around the windshield? It's pretty much flaking away, but I did buy a replacement. Maybe I'll do like a short video on Instagram on how to replace it. So if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure and follow me. This is the replacement right here. It's pretty easy to do. BMW would tell you that you have to remove the whole windshield to replace this rubber, but that's not true. It takes probably 30 minutes to do properly, and that piece costs maybe $32, that's it. Angel, so we're preparing everything for the walnut blast, huh? Taking all this little...
Yeah, just making some room to remove the intake manifold.
All right, making room to remove the intake manifold. Gotcha. And then we're waiting for the engine to cool down.
Yeah.
Look at all this lovely plastic.
Great.
Gotta love plastic, dude. SL65, guys. V12 twin turbo. You see that? 220 miles per hour top speed. This is a 2006 and it only has 27,000 miles. Wow. Let's look at the engine real quick. Look how massive that is. Woo-wee. Hey, so what were you saying about the engine on the SL65?
I'd say
The closest to the what?
the Pagani Huayra. Literally, this is the closest you could get to a Pagani Huayra.
Really? Woo!
Or Zonda, any. I mean, this motor's really based off the Pagani.
So what do you?
Literally, Pagani is based off of the SL65 motor.
Really?
Alright guys, since we're waiting for the 335i to cool down so we can start disassembling some things and doing the walnut blast, I'll give you guys an update on what I'm planning to do to the car. Since a lot of you guys have been asking about the exhaust, the paint work, the rims, the suspension, this is what I'm planning to do in the near future, like very soon. First thing is the exhaust. That's one of the things I'm planning to modify to make it sound more like the performance exhaust. There's a nice little hack to it that you can do without having to buy the performance exhaust. So I'm going to do that pretty soon, hopefully this upcoming week. Paint job is also one of the things that I'm looking to address. The hood and the trunk just look very, very bad. I might end up going with a wrap. I might go with a paint job. I'm meeting up somebody next week to decide what I'm going to do, so stay tuned for that. Sorry, it's a little loud here. Custom headlights should be arriving soon. The rims and the tires and the suspension, stay tuned. I'm not going to tell you much about that one, at least not yet. Alright,
way, much better. It's much quieter on this side. But anyways, that's what I'm planning to do to the car in the next coming weeks. Be patient with me. I know I don't upload as frequent as I want to, or as maybe you guys want me to, but that's just what happens. That's life. I do have a daytime job, and I'm trying to pump out as much content as I can. Let's go see what the other guys are up to right now. Oh, Jorhan, what are you doing?
Putting the brakes back on that still.
Working on your typical AMG cars, huh? What a surprise, another C63 here at Eurocharge Orlando. If you guys haven't noticed already, this is probably the most popular model that comes here to the shop.
This 63 was the center of attention. Just wait till you hear what it sounds like. After a bit of struggle with the intake manifold, it was finally out.
They grow like a bunch of dirt and grim. So.
Oh, okay. And these are the valves. This is where we get to see the carbon buildup, huh? Yeah, pretty damn nasty. Let me see if I can zoom into that. Yep, you can see it right in there. Yep, it looks really bad. It's supposed to be closer to this color on the outside than all that black that you see down there. Yeah, that's a lot of carbon buildup right there. And guys, you will lose performance because of that, so you gotta get your Walnut blast.
It's pretty obvious my car was well overdue for a Walnut blast.
What do you think about all that carbon buildup, bro?
I don't know, it looks like a common thing for a BMW, but I guess this is all that direct injection and then all like...
Angel, that's pretty bad, dude. I just looked in there. Holy
I've seen worse, but
You've seen worse than that?
I've seen worse.
What do they use? What's the reason behind walnut blasting? Like the actual walnut pieces. They can't use anything else?
It protects the material.
That's what I think so too. It's not as abrasive.
Yeah, so it doesn't like will damage the port or anything, or your valves.
Yeah, this is it. Wow. Yeah, Starbucks walnuts, baby.
Starbucks water.
Starbucks bean coffee.
Being good. Oh my goodness.
So this fits right into the valve, right? Oh yeah. Goes right in there, plug and play. And then my guess is that do you put this device here to do the walnut blast right here through the middle? Oh yeah. What does this process consist of?
Just jump in the starter to turn over the engine so I can close the valves on each port.
Gotcha. So nothing goes in?
Yeah, so nothing goes into the valves.
Oh. What did it squirt out? What was that?
That was a brake.
Uh,
Loosen up all that grain.
Gotcha. Alright, so that was you're not even done with this one, but that's very clean. Show me the second one. Yeah, you see that? And that one. Wow, it's a major difference. I'll get that one, this one.
Yeah.
The before and after the walnut blast was night and day.
Right. Alright, do it again. Try it again. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we can see the difference now. Alright, so that's the difference after you walnut blast, guys. Alright. That one too. Yeah. Alright.
Angel and Akram started putting everything in the engine bay back together, and I just couldn't wait to drive the car.
Alright, she's gonna start up. So that smoke you guys guys saw coming out of the back once we first turned on the car and revved it, that's nothing bad. That's just residue that was left on the valves. We used a little bit of brake cleaner as well there. And then there's some carbon buildup that was kind of left there, and it's all kind of burning up. So that's perfectly normal. What are you doing, Arhan?
Nothing. I overfilled your...
You overfilled my coolant thing, dude.
Sorry.
All right, she's done and she's on her way out. Angel's about to go test drive her and just make sure everything's okay with her. And yeah, fingers crossed. It smells terrible. You smell that? Woo! Burning up all that carbon. We're good? All right.
How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. We're about to take the car on a test drive, see how it feels. And we're gonna put this fuel injecting cleaner right here. Make sure we get all that gunk out of the system. Yeah, I could definitely feel the difference, guys.
To me, it's a lot. It's smooth, really smooth.
Really smooth. So at least we kind of figured it out. That's probably why the car wasn't running that smooth before, and the dyno showed like a little less horsepower. This could have all had a factor on it. So far, pretty good. I haven't floored it. I haven't pushed it out to the max yet, but I will. Let's just put some gas in and we'll do it. All right. Let's see here. Oh yeah.
How does it feel now?
Oh yeah, it feels lovely. I handed the camera to Akram and I decided to have a little fun. I was super impressed. Upgrading the plugs, coils, and getting a Walnut blast completely enhanced the driving experience. It started to get pretty late and it was time for me to go home. Alright guys, so I just left Eurocharge Orlando and I gotta say the car feels buttery smooth, much more responsive. It feels faster as well. The coils were done, the spark plugs, and the Walnut blasting. Sadly, we ran out of time and we couldn't dial in the tune and put the car in the dyno. We're gonna have to do that next time, but I can assure you the car is much smoother, much more responsive, and even faster as well. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure and follow me there. I do post a lot of behind the scene content for the 335i and my YouTube channel in general. As always, thanks for watching. Till next time. And also stick around if you want to hear some sound clips.